Good morning. The morning surprise. 2 babies. What is going on? And it's that time again for some deadlifts, some squats. Ready to move some heavy weight. Nice day here in Florida. It's kind of sunny, but not super hot. So, let's go. And warm-ups are underway. Feeling pretty good. Nothing's feeling too heavy. The only difference I've made from last week to this week, so I can get more true weight off the floor, is I moved the band from the lower peg to the upper peg. If you remember, or if you watched the previous deadlift day, the lower peg, full resistance at the top, is about 150 pounds total. This peg with these bands is about 120 pounds total, but I have 3 to 4 inches about off the floor before resistance kick in. So, and I'm doing this so I can get used to lifting the actual true load off the floor. This way I can break the heavier weight off the ground before I fight the resistance getting towards the middle part and the top end of the lift. And that's where we're at today. And that was a very successful top single. Very happy with how it moved. So I'm progressing just as I want to from week to week, which tells me that next week I could jump another 10 kilos, 22 pounds. But now I want to some Boris Deads for some real pain. Let's go. Make it look easy. Okay, coming off that extremely successful deadlift session, I'm now moving into squat. Normally in this slot, I had 10-second tempo squat, just squatting at a very slow 10-second negative, which was miserable. I'm moving past that necessity for building the tissue tolerance as I'm regaining some strength back in my adductor. I don't really need that kind of rehab style training right now. I don't think that's the best decision for me at this current part of my training. So we're swapping out that slot, as that is a very high fatiguing set when I was doing 2 sets of that, which would completely destroy almost every other exercise I did thereafter. We are moving into a banded box squat so I can further keep pushing my movement practice, getting back into swing of squatting, as I've changed my positioning some, where I've narrowed my feet, I've changed the position of my toes, and I'm now driving my knees more forward so I can get better into my quads, reduce the need for me to use my adductor for potential straining, and just relying being a very hip dominant squatter as I was before. I also squat primarily high bar, so this is potentially a very good move for me, as I'm going to be even more upright than I normally would. So, and squatting to a box is going to help me drive that movement pattern that I'm trying to chase right now, as I will have a touch point where I will not release tension completely on the box, but I will be sitting to the box where some weight will be relieved onto the box, and I am using a soft box where it will be squishing down an inch or two as I sit to it, to further get into a deeper squat to then drive from my quads the best I can up from there explosively with the accommodating resistance. This will hopefully help me gain some explosivity that I've lost out of the hole. So that's what we're moving into now, and let's see how it goes. And yet again, back on the platform for a set of stiff-legged deads. I love this. It's gonna be fun. And when I do these, I'm not guiding the bar up my shins like you would normally see in a conventional deadlift. I want my shins parallel, not knees forward like you would in a conventional deadlift. I want the bar about 4 inches or so away from my shins. I want to load the lever, the moment arm, as hard as I can. Excuse me, Rocky. I'm trying to shoot a YouTube video here. So I want the bar farther away from me, so when I'm back and keeping my legs stiff, the moment arm, the distance between my hips and the bar, is farther, causing my lower erectors to work harder to include my hamstrings, as this is a dominant hamstring movement, but the weakest link, dude is rude, is my lower back. So that's where I'm gonna feel it most. Even though the primary muscle mover here is hamstring, I'm going to be trying to cause my back to work harder so I can then have a stronger setup for my deadlift. And so having the bar further away from my shins, increasing that lever, increases the way that the weight feels. And it just makes it absolutely miserable. And I like when I finally get to do these. I know the session's almost over. Ah. Ah. Now for the last stop on the gains train. I'm sorry, I won't do that again. For my last trick here today. We're gonna do the power split. Oh my God. Holy shit. That was the hardest thing I did all day. What is going on here? Where did you come from? Whose baby are you? Are you the mommy? And there's another one. Are you okay, little baby? What's on you? You got a piece of dirt on you? Oh my goodness. You're wrapped up in the placenta. You got the placenta all over you. Are you okay? Oh my goodness. Look at mommy.
Tina's actually looking pretty chunky too. Look at her belly.
Oh, you're so loud.